Hey guys, welcome back to my studio. So today I'm giving you a behind the scenes look at one of my headshot sessions. So this is Jessica, and she's an up and coming actress who needed headshots, but also a few nice images of herself. As you can see, we started off this session with hair and makeup, and from there we moved to our first look outside. So the first thing you'll notice about Jessica is that she started off a little stiff. This was her first headshot session ever, and nerves tend to run pretty high, so you can definitely see that in the first few shots that we're capturing. There's a lot of tension in the face. The hair and makeup look great, but that expression isn't there yet. And when it comes to headshots, it's all about the expression. But you can see here that by this point, a few minutes after the last shots were taken, Jessica's smiling and laughing and really bringing that expression. But where does that come from? She's not reaching deep down as an actress to pull this emotion. You can't fake this stuff. What I'm doing on my end is I'm joking around with her and making her laugh. I'm loosening her up by teasing her a little and giving direction. So you can see now that after 5 minutes of shooting that we're finally getting some of that expression we're after. We still have a couple more locations to visit, but we're off to a good start. For these, I didn't even move location. I just sat her down and I shot from a higher angle with the bricks as my background. When I'm shooting, I pretty much never shut up. If you're dead quiet and not giving your subject any direction, their mind's off wandering, thinking things like, is this smile weird, or am I giving the photographer what they want? If I'm talking the whole time, they have no time to think if they look awkward or not. Their mind is dedicated to listening to what I'm saying and following direction. Photography is a service industry. You have to serve your clients. The cornerstone of good business is good communication. Now let's talk about lighting in this situation. As you can see, it's pretty minimal. Jessica had her cousin on hand to hold a reflector, and it was around 5 or 6 p.m. when we shot these, so there was a lot of shade to shoot in. I did get a bit of a hair light on occasion, which helped with separating her from the background. As far as backgrounds go, I tried to look for something that had 1 or 2 different colors in it, but were mostly flat color. These are headshots, so the face is the most important part. The background should not be distracting. Now I know it's really fashionable these days to shoot headshots horizontally. Personally, I don't always love that look, but when I'm shooting I try to shoot both vertical and horizontal images to give my client that option later on. I also shot these a little loose because I knew that they would be cropped for an 8x10. I don't mind cropping off the top of someone's head, but that's something I left for later on this shoot. So this was the second to last outside location, and we didn't stay here too long because I wasn't loving the way the images came out. The color of her shirt and skin were way too close to the color of the background, so I decided to move to the other side of the building, which had a slightly darker brick. Unfortunately, I didn't capture a video of that, but you can see the contrast is much better here. Finally, after all that shooting, we went inside to get some images for a LinkedIn type headshot and something she needed for her casting. For both situations, we pretty much used the exact same lighting setup. For this setup, I used the same gear I used in my last video with Reese. I had my key light on the left side at 1/8 power through an octabox, and a shoot-through umbrella on the right side for a fill light, which was set to 1/64 power. I actually use this setup a lot for things like catalogs and just a basic headshot session. It's one of my go-to setups, and obviously if you want to add a backlight or two, knock yourself out. But I kept this one pretty simple. So that was my shoot with Jessica. I thank you guys for watching and leaving comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions for an upcoming video, let me know. I'll catch you guys in the next episode.